game. 7 out of 12. Could be appreciation. Has the ATION. Has 5, okay. Let's look for another bracket trick. There's another one. Dud removed. Resurrection. Could it be? I don't think it is. Triumphantly. And by the way, if I fail this one, we're just not gonna... I'm just gonna cut ahead after this. Recuperating. Oh, okay. Recuperating. No, purification. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna cut ahead real quick, guys. Sorry. Figured it out. It was the word authenticity. Alright, so we're going to disengage lock and mute the mic.
Took you long enough, so can I go now?
Who are you?
Name's Raul. Raul Alfonso Tejada. I'm the mechanic around here.
Then why does your jumpsuit say Miguel?
Probably because it used to be Miguel's. Whoever he was. How about if you let me go, huh, boss?
What do you mean took me long enough?
Sorry. I assumed the only reason you'd fight past a horde of super mutants and pick the lock on my cell is if you heard my cry for help on the radio. But maybe you're just sightseeing. So since the door's open and all, can I go now?
Who are you?
You forget about me already, boss? You sure you didn't take a blow to the head or something? My name is Raul Alfonso Tejada. Can I leave now? Or did you want to ask me again in 5 minutes?
I just included that because it's funny. It's okay by me. Enjoy your freedom.
Alrighty then. I'll just head out. Alone. By myself. Into the dangerous waste.
Actually, do you want to tag along with me?
Anything's better than staying here. Let's go.
Raul is a very interesting companion. He gives us... I wanted to see that perk. Regular maintenance. While Raul is a companion, the condition of your armor and weapons decays more slowly. So it's very useful. He uses a pistol, I believe. Yeah, he uses a pistol and several other things. We're going to be doing his quest, and he has a very interesting story. However, first, let us do crazy, crazy, crazy. Or let's not.
No! I won't let...
Forgot about that. So they're not incoming. Come on, Raul. 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 Come on. In the door. Come in the door.
Okay, Bob. Right behind you, Bob.
Come on, through the door. There we go. Caution, and after a while that'll turn to hidden. Alright, so while we do this, let's talk to him.
If we run, we might still catch Benny. Well, you might. I'll just be wheezing along behind you.
I have some questions I'd like to ask you.
Questions, boss? You mean you don't know everything there is to know already? Anything you say, boss.
Okay, I was hoping there'd be something there about himself. However, there is an option to talk about himself.
You really enjoyed dragging me in.
Okay. Tell me about yourself.
Sure, boss. What do you want to know?
Who are you? How can I best make use of your skills?
I'm not much use besides being a portable encyclopedia, really. I guess you could use me as a pack Brahmin. But my knees aren't so good anymore.
I don't believe that. You must have some skills.
That's nice of you to say, boss. But I'm an old man. Not much use to anybody anymore. Time was. I was a pretty good shot with a pistol. I guess I'm still half decent. These old bones aren't much use in hand-to-hand fighting, though. I can also do maintenance work on your stuff. I don't have the supplies for a real repair job. But I can keep your gear working longer.
Very useful. Lots of older people are still useful to their friends and communities.
Yeah, maybe you can introduce them to me, if we find them, because I've never met one.
And that is where we begin the side quest. However, what we're going to do is wait. Because there are super mutants outside that want to kill us. Now, again, I do apologize that the gameplay has been kind of bad this episode. Just the fact that I've been dying, I haven't been using the right strategies to get past people. But we definitely want to make sure that we don't kill a certain person outside. Even if that means that we flee. Man, nice shot. Now, Raoul is a very interesting character. I like him a lot. He's not my favorite companion, but he's still funny, he's interesting, and his story is... Oh, his story is so good. I'm not going to spoil it at all, but what you want to do is head on to Novac. Let me look at my notes. I didn't even write it down. I know where we're going. Alright. Now that we've finished with the most horrible gameplay ever, let us get some good story in. I mean some good story. What you first want to do is go to Ranger Andy's bungalow, and even if you've already talked to him, you're going to want to talk to him again.
You'll get the hang of that takedown. I had trouble learning it at first, too.
Okay. You can either ask, what do you do here, Andy, or did you do something to your leg? I'm going to choose, what do you do here, Andy?
Right now, a whole lot of sitting on my keister and counting cracks in the ceiling. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. On better days, I help keep the peace. Boone and Vargas watch the road. I watch the town. Tell myself I'm doing some good.
Okay, now we're going to do both. Did you do something to your leg?
Yeah, twice. Actually, the first time it was more like half my body. Knocked me out of the Rangers. This time, it's mostly just reminded me how useless I've gotten.
Alright, we've already heard this, so I'm going to skip through the rest of it. What happened? What'd you do? Okay, goodbye.
Hey, wait a sec. I know what I said, but if you find yourself by Ranger Station Charlie, let me know what you find. I'd be interested.
Okay, we know where Ranger Station Charlie is. Alright, now you're going to want to walk out.
Hey, boss. Can I ask you something?
Sure, what's on your mind?
What do you think of guys like Ranger Andy?
We're definitely not saying that. We're not saying that either. I think he's a hero of the NCR, much like Boone.
That wasn't what I meant, really. I mean guys who have a world of experience doing what they do, but have to give it up because they're getting old and slow or too injured.
Okay. I think it's because you're tired out of... Just because someone's crippled doesn't mean they're useless. All that experience is invaluable. He didn't have to give it up. He's scared he doesn't have what... We're not going to say that, or the bottom one. A guy like Andy's tougher and more dangerous than most men alive. We're going to say this.
Maybe, yeah. I guess you got a point there.
We're not just talking about Ranger Andy, are we?
Not really, boss. No. I grew up in a place called Hidalgo Ranch, just outside Mexico City. It wasn't much, just a bit of a farm, with a house for 3 generations of Tejadas. I wasn't the best behaved kid. I was quick with my hands, with a pistol or a wrench. And I wasn't afraid to get into fights over it. I never killed anybody, but I had my share of run-ins with the police. Mostly my family kept me in line. This was before the war. We were far enough away from Mexico City when the bombs fell that we missed the worst of it. But things got bad quick.
Go on.
Just a few days after Mexico City was vaporized, refugees started pouring down the road to our ranch. We helped who we could, but there were so many. Eventually, my father started turning people away before we ran out of food. Things got violent. My father and I got our guns, and we drove them off.
What happened then, Raoul?
About 24 men came back in the night after we'd gone to sleep. They set fire to the ranch house and barred the doors from the outside. My whole family was trapped inside. I smelt the smoke, and I got myself and my little sister Rafaela out through a window. But everyone else, my parents, my grandmother, my 2 brothers, and 2 of my sisters all died.
What happened then?
Rafaela and I ran. We were pursued by some of the men who attacked our home, but I was always a good shot. The ones who came after us, I killed. The rest, I left be. I had to take care of Rafaela, not throw my life away on revenge.
And you blame yourself? Anyone stupid enough? No, that's harsh. You can't think it was your fault. No one could stand against a dozen armed men all alone. And you blame yourself for this? That's too obvious. We're gonna do this.
I know that, boss. That's not what I'm getting at. I'm just getting sentimental in my old age. Anyways, forget it. Just wanted that off my chest.
Alright. The first of his story is revealed.